Hey, family. Hey. So, we are outside today, and I'm about to let me show you what I've been doing. I started growing celery in the house from cuttings. So, I have started trying to grow celery from seed, but it does take a lot longer. So, what I've decided to do, I feel like it's a spider web on me. Hold on, guys. So, what I decided to do is I had bought some celery a couple of weeks ago, and I put it in some water and I sat in here. I did change out the water about every other day to make sure that it wasn't nasty water. And as you guys can see, we got roots. I just did two of them because we eat celery, but not that much. And the last celery I did like this lasted pretty much almost, I want to say almost a year, because the bed I had it in, it did die back when it got really, really cold. But when the summer came back, it came right back. So, what I'm about to do is use, let me show you. I'm going this bed right here. I thought I had some more time for some squash. Look, y'all, the zucchini, squash, whatever. But the vine board got me. That is vine board damage. All of that is vine board damage. I thought, look, it done tore up the root system completely. I thought we had more time. I thought this one might have been able to give me some. It did give me one, but that was it. So I am just going to repurpose the soil, and it should actually be pretty good still. Celery do like a lot of water. So what I'm gonna do is just repurpose the soil. In this container right here, I have blood, bone meal, and worm casting. And all I'm going to do is add some of this in there, mix it up real good, probably water it real good, and just place the celery in there at this point, and that will be it. Then I think, hold on. Then the bugs, it's a nice day, but the bugs are still out here. But then I think what I'll do is take a tour to see what else either needs to be pulled, needs to be watered. Um, yeah, because a lot of it, if it needs to be pulled, I'm pretty much going to try to repurpose the soil, because even though this right here has soil in it, I feel like I would like for it to have more soil for the celery, because the last ones I did, the root system did get large. It got really, really large. And of course, the bigger your bucket or the bigger your bed is, the larger and the better the roots can expand out and search for food and things like that. So, looking at this bucket, I just feel like, I'm looking around to see if there's something maybe accessible that I'm not using the buckets with the soil in it, that I can just take the soil and put it in here. So I'm looking around, and I don't see anything. I mean, everything pretty much has something. Now, don't get me wrong, later on, if I want to, I can add soil later. The issue with that is I just don't want to have to pop up all the roots and everything later. Preferably, rather do it now than later. And I don't want to, either two things going to happen. Either I'm going to have to go find, I have a bucket over there now that I'm looking, and it has soil in it because I pulled what was in it out. My only concern, oh, look at that. I'm watching the birds. They just all coming over here. They're probably why I don't have any more doggone grapes. But that's pretty cool, because I got about almost 5 pounds of grapes. But literally, I'm just watching these birds just play in the yard, which is pretty cool. Anyway, squirrel. Okay, so what I'm thinking is there's a bucket over there that I can go get some of the soil out. I don't want to have to lift the bucket because it's a large bucket and it's heavy. I don't feel like fighting right now. But I could probably get a smaller bucket, dig out some of the soil, add it over here. But I think that one also have ants. So let's see what we're gonna do. Okay, so I actually remembered I got some compost, so I don't have to go fishing for soil Let me just dig. This is actually really dry too, so we're definitely gonna need to get some water. I'm gonna actually reuse the straw because straw is reusable. I'm just digging it up, so if it was a little dried out, you see that? Can you guys see how like it's a little dry, but it's actually really soft still? So the squash could also not live because my soil probably was a little too dry for it. So we're gonna take this tag out, put it over here, and what I'm gonna do is, once I dig it real good, just chopping it up, really breaking it up, then I'm going to add the compost, and I'm gonna make sure I get some of these larger roots out of here. All right. Yeah, this is gonna be much better because there was two things in here before. There was something in here before the squash. So the soil definitely probably needs to be, you know, given some vitamins, some food to bring the soil back. Give the soil some enrichment, some vitamins, some food. Yeah, I feel better about that soil. And I feel better about the height of the soil, because this is the thing. What I try to do, can you guys see that? What I try to do is make it to where if I put the straw, it's only about 1 inch. Not too much, but not too less either. Because you want, especially with the winter time coming, I'm using the straw now as a blanket. So I want to make sure that when I put everything in here, that when the winter comes, the roots are going to stay warm enough in here. So what's in here is bone, blood, worm, and the slow feed. Woo, all that dust. Okay, so now it's time to get to the nitty gritty. I gotta get down on the floor. You guys could probably see me better. So I'm just really gonna mix this in really good. That's why I had to get down here now, because I definitely want to make sure that, again, once I put the straw, put everything in it, I want to make sure that when the roots do start to get in here, because it's gonna go through a shock, which is another reason why I'm doing it a little later in the evening, because it's gonna go through a shock. But with it being evening time, it may not go through as much of a shock because there's no sun beaming on it. But it's still warm enough for it to get acclimated to the soil a little bit, to where it wants to get cool tonight, which celery likes it. From my experience, celery likes it not too hot, not too cold. You know, it's like, it does okay when it's a little warm, but if it gets too hot, that celery bolt. It'll bolt on you. And when I mean bolt, that means it'll try to go to seed. It'll try to go to seed. Because it's pretty much, a lot of things when it bolts, it's because it's stressed out, really. That's what that is. All right, so I feel like we got a good mixture in there. What I like to do first is place it where I think I want it, and then dig a hole, because I don't want it too close, and I don't want it too close to the sides, so then when the roots start to go out, that it runs straight into the wall. But I don't want it too close that once it start to come out, because you know, guys, celery grows, you know, outwards, which is, see how we pop these little things off, which is the old celery. And of course, I just put it in my compost. So I can pop some more of these off, because it's gonna grow new ones. But my thing is, again, it's smaller, so to me, it'll look, you know, it'll get in there better. some of these, because what wound up happening is these will wind up rotting off inside the soil anyway. So I'm just gonna go ahead and help it out a little bit, and just making sure really that I also don't bother these roots. I don't want to bother these good roots. So I am trying to be very, very mindful. Okay, so I feel like here and here should do good. We already got these centipede bugs in here. So I feel like here's good. And if you can see this, let me see if I can bring you. I didn't dig a deep hole or anything. Hold on, let me see if I can show you. If you can see that, I didn't dig anything deep. I literally, you see what I did? I just pushed it down a little bit. See? Pushed it down a little bit. And I'm just gonna tuck it in. That's it. Now, what's gonna happen is it's gonna be able to get in there as it needs to on its own, not forced. What I may do is, because this is a really, really large bucket for just this, I may, just thinking, I could probably put, I'm thinking about maybe I could put a, I'm thinking about I'm thinking about maybe putting a collard green in it. But I know what will probably be better will be probably some onions or some garlic probably will be better. So I think I'll do that when the onion and garlic is coming up. Actually, and I think I do have some extra cloves in the house. I may just come and put a couple of them in here, because sometimes when you understand how things grow, then you can companion plant. Okay, so what I was saying was, if you know anything about companion planting, what I try to do is I companion plant with what I think will do well together. And my phone had died, but what I did was I went and grabbed some garlic, because I had some garlic cloves. So celery gonna grow up, right? I'm gonna use the garlic because garlic is gonna grow up, but it's gonna get bulb. It's gonna grow as a bulb, not anything to interfere with the celery. So I got 4. I went and got 4, and it should maybe also help with some of the pests. I'm not pushing the garlic in very deep, because one year I did push the garlic in really, really deep, and I did not get a good bulb because it was like it was fighting with the soil, because the soil was so compact that it didn't bulb, because of it was like it couldn't do what it needed to do because the soil was so hard, so it couldn't expand the way it needs to. So we put in some celery, we put in 4 garlic bulbs, and I am now just going to throw this back on top, and then I'm going to go ahead and give it a good water, which in my head I was like, I got to go run and go fill up something. I forget I got a water hose over here. So I'm going to put this on here. Just reusing the straw, and the garlic will be able to come through this, so we'll be fine. I just want to make sure the celery is okay, and I'm hoping that should be fine. That should be nice and good. Trying to make sure I get as much straw, because remember, I'll probably, now once it starts to get cooler, I'll probably come back in, because the celery should at that point be acclimated, so it should get a little larger. Then right before it actually starts to get cold, what I'll probably do is go ahead and add some more mulch on top of it, which is, I use straw. Different people use different things. Some people use straw, some people use hay, some people use the wood chips and just different things. So your preference is your preference, but I use the like straw. Preferably I like the finer straw, but until I found out that Tractor Supply actually has the straw that I like all year round, versus ordering it online for like $32 to $35. I think Tractor Supply has it for like $8, $9. So I'll be going to Tractor Supply for the more finer, or that what they call easy straw. So that's done, y'all. I'm going to go run real quick and get the water hose and water this in, and then we'll just take a stroll around the yard to see what else I might need to be doing. I know some of my collards are looking better. They're coming up. I need to actually start potting them up. Now, let me tell you guys what I did. I had some coco coir. Let me sit down. I had some coco coir, and I did the coco coir for the seedlings. And what it did was, it was older coco coir that comes in, like, you know, you guys, how it has like the tray with the coco coir already in it, and you just supposed to wet it real good and just add your seeds in. So I had that, but I had it for about 2 years. So I'm going to assume the coco coir was very, very, very dried out. So when I put my collards and stuff in it, it didn't do well. It just didn't do well. Nothing came up. It got dried out really, really quickly, even though I kept watering it. Or if it didn't get dried out real bad, it got, you know, it was like the water made it just harder. It wasn't good for seeds to come up. So what I did was I had mixed it with some regular potting soil, and I put it back in the things. Y'all, all those seeds came up. That's one of the ones I had showed a clip of. I want to say I had put a little video up earlier, was saying all the seedlings started coming up, and I mixed up the soil. So I don't know which one is collard greens, which one is cabbage. Of course, I know which ones are onions because I can tell the onions. But now we got a whole bunch of mixed match. So what I'm going to wind up having to do, not today, I think I'm going to wait till they get a little larger. But what I'm going to wind up doing is having to separate them into their own little cups or their own little trays, just so they can actually get, because right now I can't even tell you how many seeds is in one little clump now. It could be 5 to 10 seeds in that one little clump. So I have to separate so they can actually get larger. So that's going to be something else. I am still curious about my roselle, because Broke Farmer and I actually we're in the same zone. I think he's in 8B, just like I am. And he said his roselle started to flower. Mine still have not began to flower. It has gotten bigger, but I don't see flowers. I haven't even fertilized it anymore. I do still water it, but I don't fertilize it anymore. Some of the leaves are starting to turn a little yellow in the inside on the bigger plant. But I don't see any, I don't even know where the flower's supposed to come. So we got that, and I do got some oranges growing on my new baby trees. And I got like 2 lemons. So come on, let me get up and let me water everything, and we're gonna go ahead and take a stroll.
It's your time, do it right. Come on, today or in the night. Don't be shy, you can try. They can never take your pride. Put them up, you're enough. You can battle through the rough. It's a movement so needed. Cultivate it and beat it. Let them say what they want, but never believe that you do you.
Okay, so I'm going to grab my bucket. I had to water a couple of things, as you can see, because I haven't been out here today really to do much. I do have the, okay, so this is another thing. I have the garden on a water system, 98% of it. The issue is I am still learning on what to use for the water system and what I need. So there's areas where it's really, really wet and it's doing well. And then there's other areas in the same bed that is really, really dry. So I'm trying to figure out whether I need to use the dripper or if I need to, I think Dolores had it where I seen hers. It was a lot of connections, but they were in a row. I'll show you guys what I mean when I get to it. But let's go ahead and start. Let's start showing you what I'm talking about. So we have the corn. What I've been doing with the corn is actually taking some of the pollen from here and actually putting it into here because each strand is a kernel. So I'm just seeing if I get anything. And here I have the onions. So if you see, these are the onions. And then I have some more onions over there. I'm waiting to pull the corn. Then I'm going to go ahead and take these and spread them out. And this will be the onion bed for the winter. We still have our lavender. You see me watering the trees. I mean, I am really, really excited about the apple trees. Again, I'm not expecting to get any apples, but the fact that I got flowers just let me know that it's happy. And next year I should be able to get something. Look at all those aphids on there, if you can see that. This one didn't do any flowering, but it still has lots and lots of buds and stuff on it. So I think it's fine. I think that this tree right here just shaded it this year, but I have been already cutting it back. So I think next year it's going to be even better. This bed, you see me, my boy is helping me with the yard. This bed right here, I'm actually going to move over. This is the bed that's been doing really, really well that I say I barely do anything with it. Green beans are growing still in here and the avocado looking good. Moving along. This is where we put the garlic. And as you can see, my garlic is coming up now. There's a potato in this bed. There's some onions. This was the celery that I've had. And I told you it was going to seed. So that's it, going to seed. I'm going to probably pull this because I really don't need this anymore. I'm going to go ahead and pull it. It smells so good though. I'm going to pull that out because I really want to focus more so on this being more so the garlic bed. And then once I can see where all the garlic pretty much is coming up at, I will either add more garlic and or maybe add onion depending on what's going on. So right now we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 I see so far. But I want to say I put maybe about 20 or 30 garlics in here. So hopefully they all come up. But if not, we can always get some more. Just looking through, we're just walking through. Bell peppers are still doing good. We got green beans. I have a major, it's a grasshopper and it's huge. And I see it coming from over here. And then I'm looking and I can see it's been eating on some of the, you see? It's eating on the beans. It's eating up all my leaves on my beans. But they say grasshoppers don't last for long. But shoot, he definitely, look at that one. That thing bald-headed. He definitely leaving an impression. I do got some lettuce in here that I'm hoping come up. So I had all of them as one clump, and then I just recently separated it to see if I can get something on its own. Muscadine, it looks like it's dying out now, which I'm fine with because I feel like I did really, really well. And I think the bird's been eating the grapes too, so that's okay. We still got so many bell peppers. So many bell peppers. Again, we got more beans. And again, something's eating on it. Look at that. But I won't complain because it's a bush variety. So, and they look really good. Look at all those flowers. So I should get plenty of beans. So I'm hoping that does well. We got my serrano. I do have my little basket with me. So in case I see stuff I want to harvest, I'll go ahead and pull them off. And because it is pretty much getting close to the end of the season, the more you pick, the more that if there are small ones on here, it'll ripen up. But if you leave everything on here and your plant is trying to feed everything still, especially the ones that needs more sun, I rather everything get a chance to ripen. Look at that. Yeah, it's okay. I dehydrate these and make powder, so I'm not worried. I rather the newer ones get a chance, and if they get to a nice size, I'm picking them now. So right now this one is done, and you see how we got new ones coming in. We want the new ones to come in so we can get as much as we can. Beans, bells. Now I'm not picking all the bells because I have about 8 of them still on my doggone counter. I still have about 8 of them on my counter, and if you guys remember, I have plenty of bell pepper plants. So if I don't get all of these, I'll be honest with you, they gave me a great harvest this year. I am not going to complain. I have no room to complain because they gave me so many bell peppers this season. I really did rock out, and I'm still at the end still getting nice size bells. But again, the more I pick now, the smaller ones have more of a chance to get a little larger just as well. So I'd rather get 10 of these this size than 2 or 3 very, very large ones, if that makes any sense. The marigolds, these are the French marigolds. They did awesome. I did deadhead some of these. When we say deadhead, let's take this. This is dead. We pop the head off it. These are all seeds now. I did deadhead a lot of these and keeping a lot of the seeds. I'll come back later for those. I don't want to mix it in here, but I will get some more seeds and give them out. Looking, this is actually doing okay. And if it's not looking well, I'm just pulling them. Like this one right here, I did just pick, I think, 2 this morning off of here, or the other morning or so. It doesn't look its greatest, but it's like 1 or 2 on here, so I'll leave it alone. I'll leave it. I need to go ahead and really empty out my compost and use it. But it's nothing going on over here, but it's a lot going on over here because I really would like to put onions and stuff in here. As you can see, some of them are starting to come up. I even tried putting some in the bricks. I think only like 1 or 2 may survive. One there, one there. But this is the thing. When it starts cooling down, stuff comes up on its own. I think this baby is finally done. I didn't want to take it out because there's 3 on here. And this is what I meant by, like, I probably could have took off 1 or 2 of these and had another one versus trying to grow 4 of them. And the plant looks pretty much spent. So I'll probably tear that out. Let's go run to the other side. Let's go run to the other side. All right, so here I got some things going on. And so far we got a nice harvest, y'all. We got a nice harvest so far. We got watermelon. And I actually have watermelon grown on this one. Let me find it. Right in there. Can you guys see that one? So it may not get large, but I think it's a sugar baby anyway, so I'll be fine. My collard is actually looking really, really good. I want to say I showed this earlier, and it was very, very small, and it looks happy now. I got a watermelon over here. I put the stuff over here to hide it. It's a nice size. So far, so good. This is what I was talking about. This bed right here is a great bed. But do you see how dry that soil is? Because I was digging it up. But you see I have the water in here. So Dolores has, from Dolores Garden, I watch her. I love her. She's another person I love watching. She has these, but they linked together. So I'm going to maybe see if that'll work, where then when they spill out, they'll spill out. Like if that makes that big of a circle, if I had 4 or 5 of them on here, maybe then it'll fill the bed. So I know before the day is over, I have to come out and I got to give this bed a really, really good watering. I still got some potatoes in here coming up. I got some white bells, still doing good. Can you guys see that? Some white bell peppers still doing good. Uh-oh, I lost my basket. Let me go get my basket. Okay, so jalapenos are off the chain. Look at all of those jalapenos, y'all. I really need to start taking some of these big ones, because now, truth be told, I have more than enough of these. So I'm gonna make some jalapeno poppers. I'm gonna make some sauces if I can. I'm just gonna freeze them until I can figure out what I want to do with them. But they have been superstars. And again, I have overdid it because I have like 4 jalapeno pepper plants. And the way that these grew, look at this. I probably could have been okay with just 1 or 2. 1 or 2, I would have been just fine. Some days you just outdo yourself. Some years you just are a superstar at some things, and others you're not. Jalapenos, I have been a superstar. Jalapenos and bell peppers this year, I'm a rock star. Look at this, y'all. It's so many in here. And I'm literally just trying to pull the larger size ones. But heck, they all are a really, really nice size. They really are. I'm trying not to break the doggone thing. Okay, I think that's good for this one. This one looks like it's getting sunburned. Uh-oh. Where did it go? There we go. Look at that, y'all. Makes 0 sense. And I'm only in the beginning of the yard for this side. Okay. Cayennes are still doing good. Producing a lot, but it's not red. Now, I will leave some of these to be red at this point. Marigolds, again, going crazy. This side, we have more cayenne. And these look like they'll be turning red soon. And more bell peppers. Look at this, y'all. It's getting so heavy. It's weighing down. It's weighing down the little tree, the little bush. Okay, so we got about 4 or 5 on there. Look at all those ants. Oh, and that's crazy because it's on a pole. It's not even on a freaking plants. I think we're good there. Sweet potatoes are looking really good. My cousin Alicia gave me sweet potatoes about, I want to say it had to be at least 2 months now. And we didn't think it was going to come up nothing. And hey, when they want to live, they will show you. I fed it, it lived. Works for me. Tabascos are doing really, really good. Now, I'm not going to pick Tabascos. When I come out here with the stool, and I'll sit and pick up most of these, and then I'll dehydrate them and make a powder or sauce just well. Look, a little lizard right there. He ran. Okay, my Roselle. Again, this one is not even the big one. That's the big one. But as you can see, like, they're dying back here. Like, stuff is doing this. I see these are looking good, but I don't see flowers. I'm thinking maybe these are supposed to be the flowers. I don't know, but I'll just keep watering it and letting it do what it does. Here I threw some carrots. I had this tarp over it. I think this is a 90-100 tarp, which means it blocks out 90% of the sun. And I had it over here for the carrots, and I think it hurt me versus helped me. So I'm gonna take it back up, water it real good, and leave it and see if it pops up with anything. But again, I redid the hose, but I don't know, y'all. We'll see. Let's see what else. More jalapenos. Let me get my basket, y'all. All right, so we got more jalapenos over here. Yeah, we got to pull some of these babies. We got some of the pretty flowers. I do have to be careful when I come over here because of the flowers, because sometimes the bumblebees and stuff still be over here because of all the flowers. Some of these are really, really easy to pull off because they're done. Like, when I say they're done, they're ready to be pulled. Others, when they're a little harder or tougher to pull off, it's because they're not ready yet. But peppers, if you just pull them upwards, they normally come right off. You pull them upwards from the thing right here, and I just pull it up like that. See how that came off? Just like that. That's all. This baby right here, these are not too huge, so I think I'll leave these for now. I think this one is okay. Okay. There's nothing in this bed except for that one, and I normally grab a couple of these while I'm over here. Look at my broccoli in there, y'all. Doing good. Mosquitoes are out, y'all, and they are starting to get me. They're starting to get me. Pop some of these off. This one actually been doing really good for it to be sitting over here by itself. It's really been doing well. It's really been giving me, especially since the Roselle got so large, it's giving this enough shade that it's really been rocking out. I got some collard greens, I think, in here. I think these are collards, which I need to get it from under the Roselle because it's not going to get any sun. But when I first planted them out, I didn't want to stress it out. Look, we got more bells over here. Sun got to it a little bit, sun scald. But that's okay because, again, I make a powder. I just cut that on out. No biggie, no waste. Listen, y'all. We got so much. So much, so much, so much. It's all a blessing. All a blessing to be able to have so much food. Uh-oh. That's a nice size one, too. Woo. Look at that basket, y'all. And I'm still picking and popping. Again, just trying to get the really, really large ones off. So, as it's cooling down, the rest of them can all develop. And here I have my brassicas that's starting up. I'm trying to see if I can just go ahead and pull this up and show you guys. Here we go. So they are doing well. They are doing well. I do not mess with them much because I tend to touch too much. So I look at them. I see that one was getting eaten up, but it's doing better now. So they look fine to me. So I think these are broccolis. This is a, what is that, kale? Kale, and these are a couple of broccolis. I think these are some broccolis over here. Cabbage should be on that side, I think, I guess. I got a sign that said cabbage. So there we go. We got a couple in there. And as they start to get larger, I will add to the beds. Hey, baby. And we're just going to take a quick trip and look at everything. The avocados is looking fine. We got the tangerines. Everything is in the ground now, so it's not a whole bunch of nothing. It does look like the little fig is getting a little larger. It does look like it's getting a little larger. Here's the oranges. Hi. I have quite a bit of oranges coming up. Hi. Hey, baby. Look at that. Again, I don't think they're going to get to eating size, but that's okay. Look at this. Remember, I chopped this down, and this is coming back. This is my moringa. It's coming back really good, and I believe over here it's starting to come up. So we'll have 2 moringas hopefully by next year. The lemon lime trees are doing well. The 2 limes and or lemon that I have is still holding on. We have one right in there. We have one right here. So everything else is just doing, and I'm okay with that. My bay leaves are looking good. Cherries are looking good. We have did a quick walkthrough, and I am now going to harvest. I need to water just a couple of things. What are you doing right now? Do you guys have a lot of work to do? I do, because there's still so much I want to do. But as things die, I think I'm gonna let a lot of the beds rest this year, and I only want to do maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe about 5 or 6 beds only this during the winter, because it'll be easier for me to keep it up, and it's gonna be getting cold, and we all know I don't want to come out and play in the cold. I can tolerate it, but I don't want to play in it for too long. So I want to make it manageable for me. And I don't want to make it to where I'm so overwhelmed that I'm trying to pull stuff. Once the summer starts trying to come back, that I'm just starting to pull stuff just to get rid of stuff. These bugs are tearing me up, y'all. So until next time, bye. Please like, subscribe, and share. Bye. These doggone bugs.